Chapter 11. Stay away from me. There were a lot of planks now, and they needed to be brought back in batches. Lin Nuannuan said to Baidi, "You can bring a batch back first. I'll guard the wood here." Baidi didn't agree with that. "It's dangerous in the forest. I can't leave you here alone. Come with me. You don't have to guard the wood. It doesn't matter even if these planks are stolen. No, you worked hard to cut all this wood. I can't let the planks be stolen." Lin Nuannuan's words warmed Baidi's heart. He looked at her helplessly. "I really don't know what to do with you." He carried Lin Nuannuan to the tree, then stuffed the bone knife and a bag of sweet fruits into her arms. "Stay here and don't move. I'll be back soon." Lin Nuannuan nodded slowly. "All right." Baidi rushed off while carrying a batch of the planks. Lin Nuannuan sat alone in the tree, feeling bored. She brought out the sheepskin illustrated book and ate the sweet fruits while reading. She was on her third sweet fruit when a giant spotted spider suddenly fell from the sky and knocked onto the sheepskin illustrated book. This spider was more than a meter wide and covered in bright red spots. It opened its bloody mouth and pounced towards Lin Nuannuan. Lin Nuannuan was so frightened that she dodged backwards. She grabbed the tree trunk with both her hands, but she still fell. Seeing this, Xuangyun, who was hiding not far away, rushed over at lightning speed and caught Lin Nuannuan steadily. Lin Nuannuan heaved a sigh of relief. When she saw that the person who saved her was Xuangyun, her eyes widened. "Why is it you again?" Xuangyun snorted. Lin Nuannuan felt that this guy's attitude was really annoying, but he had just saved her, so she was too embarrassed to say anything. She could only push his chest. "Put me down." Xuangyun felt that the little female in his arms was soft and had a pleasant faint fragrance. It was the first time he'd held a female. It felt a lot better than he expected. He was a little reluctant to let her go, but he ultimately did. As soon as Lin Nuannuan's feet touched the floor, she quickly took 2 steps back and distanced herself from him. But before she could thank him, he suddenly pulled her aside. The huge spider jumped down and landed right where Lin Nuannuan had been standing. It was a good thing she'd been pulled away by Xuangyun in time, or she would have had another face-to-face encounter with the spider. After the spider landed, it immediately pounced on Xuangyun. Xuangyun was fearless and transformed into a wolf. His sharp claws swept over and directly left 3 long bloody scratches on the spider's abdomen. The spider let out a shrill cry. Utterly enraged, it swung its 8 spindly legs in a desperate bid for revenge. The insect and wolf fought fiercely. This was the first time Lin Nuannuan had seen Xuangyun's beast form. She knew he was a wolf, but she didn't know that the fur on his body was silver white. It was as bright as moonlight and he was unbelievably beautiful. Although the spider was full of tricks, Xuangyun's combat strength was impressive. In the end, the spider was flipped to the ground by Xuangyun's claws. Its round stomach was torn open, and green blood flowed all over the ground. Lin Nuannuan felt a little nauseous. She looked away and carefully moved over to his side. "Thank you for saving me," she said sincerely. Xuangyun sneered. "What's the use of saying thank you? I need you to repay me with your actions." "Huh?" He lowered his head and approached her with a nasty smile. "Why don't you?" Lin Nuannuan was so angry that her face turned red. "He's a pervert." She clenched her fists and glared at him angrily. "You bullied me last time and you saved me this time. We're even." He wagged his tail nonchalantly. "Since we're even, why are you still here? Why you're so annoying?" Lin Nuannuan turned around and ran away. When she was far away, Xuangyun revealed his claws that were stained with spider blood. The blood was highly toxic and his claws had begun to turn a strange dark purple. Xuangyun lowered his dark green eyes and laughed at himself. Unexpectedly, he, who usually looked fierce, was going to die at the hands of a spider. If the others in his tribe knew about this, they would definitely laugh at him. He closed his eyes, ready to die in peace. Footsteps suddenly sounded near him. Xuangyun immediately opened his eyes and looked in the direction of the sound. He saw that the female, who should have gone far away, had actually returned. An inexplicable mix of emotions suddenly welled up inside him. However, he still sounded annoyed. "Why are you back? Don't tell me you've thought it through and are planning to." Lin Nuannuan ignored this annoying fellow. She picked up something from the floor. She was in such a hurry that she had actually left this important thing behind. She carefully put the book away and was about to turn away when she realized that Xuangyun didn't look right. Lin Nuannuan hesitated for a moment before finally leaning over. "What's wrong?" Xuangyun glanced at her. "Why are you so close to me? Don't you know that I hate females? Lin Nuannuan rolled her eyes. If this guy hadn't just saved her, she would have grabbed a handful of leaves and stuffed them into his annoying mouth. Although Xuangyun tried his best to hide his claws, Lin Nuannuan noticed something amiss. She asked, "Have you been poisoned?" He turned away. "It's none of your business." Lin Nuannuan wanted to take a closer look at his claws, but he pushed her away with his tail. "Stay away from me." Lin Nuannuan glared at him slowly and then ran away with the sheepskin illustrated book in her arms. When Xuangyun saw how she had left without even looking back, he suddenly felt a huge sense of disappointment. Sure enough, all females were equally ruthless and cold-blooded. Even if he gave his life for them, they would not be moved by it at all. His dark green eyes quickly dimmed, and his silver-white fur seemed to be covered in a haze as it became dull. His father died because of a female. Now, the same thing was going to happen to him. Although he was a little indignant, on second thoughts, the result seemed reasonable. He had chosen this path. He saved her. He deserved to die. Xuangyun's head grew groggy, his vision blurred, and his body grew colder. He knew that he was about to die. He fell into despair at the thought. Lin Nuannuan ran back with a handful of grass. By this time, Xuangyun was unconscious and in imminent danger. Lin Nuannuan knelt in front of him. She cut his claws with a bone knife and released the poisonous blood. Then, after grinding the herbs, she applied the paste evenly to his claws. She cut pieces of hide and bandaged his claws with them.